Hello everyone, welcome to my look at Sonic Frontiers, 6 months of first release on consoles and PC. Though it may not be my favorite game of 2022 or my favorite 3D Sonic title, it's easily on the list of both. Let's open it up and get started. The game marks the first fully open world installment in the franchise referred to as an open zone level design, taking place the mysterious archipelago known as the Starfall Islands. Though Sonic's longtime friends are in the game, you only play as Sonic this time around. Additionally to Dr. Evo, Eggman, and his mechs, we have a variety of new enemies and bosses known as Titans. Notable addition is the enigmatic being Sage. While it's not clear at first whether or not Sage is friend or foe, the answer to that question is found somewhere between on the course of the story. Speaking of which, I thought I would switch up my usual approach to this game. Instead of breaking it down into story and other sections like I usually do, though I detail my experience as the game as I went. Let's give you the clearest idea of how I experienced the plot, graphics, sound, and gameplay. The first stop on our island hopping adventure is Kronos Island. The game does a fairly good job introducing you to the new mechanics and special moves. I definitely don't mind exploring the island to give people new special moves and build up experience points to unlock more. To point out both the game's fans and detractors, the camera is still quite busy. It's an issue I will admit has been part of the series since it won't land on 3D games. One constant across all the island hubs I like is ambient music. It's actually quite relaxing. I see this being used on one of those lo-fi beats to work / relax to with Tails in his workshop. Your main objective is to reclaim the Chaos Emeralds and face off against a Titan to move on to the next island. Some are simple to get by unlocking vaults found around the island. Others require completing side objectives with Sage and the essence of your allies. My least favorite had to be gathering Cocoa for Amy Rose, which had to be gathered in a specific way within a set time limit. Oddly, it's the only one I had trouble with. While I'm on that subject, finding the Cocoa will grant you upgrades for your special abilities, which will be useful in your quest. After collecting all the emeralds, you face up against the first Titan, Giganto. Once the Titan is defeated, we can progress to the next stop on our journey. The second hub is the desert oasis of Ares Island. After finding the Essence Knuckles the Echidna, it's time to explore. This island introduces a whole slew of new enemies and puzzles to solve. Definitely recommend upgrading your special abilities and stats early and often. Especially like how Knuckles draws parallels to lore on this island and his own home on Angel Island. The next Titan to face here is Wyvern, a mechanized flying beast. I reiterate it's a very good idea to upgrade your stats before you face a Titan. Before I continue, I would like to address the stages in cyberspace, which are highlights. The recreations of stages from legacy titles, including but not limited to Green Hill Zone, Chemical Plant Zone, Sky Sanctuary Zone, Speed Highway, and City Escape. After defeating Wyvern, our next stop is Chaos Island. There we reunite with Miles, Tails, Prower, and uncover more secrets about Sage. Chaos Island is also a volcanic island marked the third stop on our journey. One of the puzzles introduced in this stage is using the side loop ability to play a little game of Tetris. Highly amusing. Also point out the unique memory tokens so far in each hub. Hearts for Amy and Sage, medals for Knuckles, and benches for Tails. On top of being able to progress further, they also unlock side stories for them and for Sage that connected this game and the series as a whole. Two tough missions were finding all the machine parts for the Cocoa and lowering the drawbridge I needed to cross the next section of the island. The trickiest challenge to completely finish unlocking the map was a very easy missed orb of energy before the blue Chaos Emerald, the one I had the most fun with. The pinball machine, that's the last one you face before the Titan. After all the side stories and challenges, time to face the Chaos Titan, the Knights. This massive four-legged mecha is a long and busy battle involving some back and forth with its shield, but it culminates in cutting the Titan in half with its own sword. Now we are on the fourth stop in our quest, Ray Island. No memory tokens this time, just to conquer 6 towers on the island. Each tower you conquer unlocks more story beats connecting the Chaos Emeralds to a lost civilization and the Titans. While the story in the franchise has often been contentious in recent years, longtime fan and comic scribe Ian Flynn has managed to make it work. I don't really buy the comparisons to Ubisoft titles at all, so let's keep going. Once the last tower is conquered, it's time for the last stop on our quest, Oronos Island. All of Sonic's allies join hands, and Sage is more than just an AI that Eggman programmed. She's becoming the closest thing he has to a daughter. Yet again, the trickiest puzzle was a very easy to miss orb of energy from the valley. I did complete tasks I missed during my first playthrough, I'm pleased to say. After the Chaos Emeralds are collected, it's time to face the last Titan, Supreme. And it turns out it's only a vessel for the true final boss, fittingly called the End. Responsible for the fate of the Coco, and it takes a combined might of Supersonic, Supreme, and Sage to stop it. The credits roll, and the game has a bittersweet yet satisfying finale. Stingers featuring Sonic and his companions starting to get stronger on their own. Dr. Eggman rebuilding a backup of Sage in his lab. The game has proven to be the fastest selling new title since Sonic Adventure 2, with 3.2 million copies having been sold as of this review. Very much like if future titles kept the open zone concept, especially as talk persists of finally making Sonic Adventure 3. For now, expansion is in development with Ian Flynn returning to write it. This won't be the only Sonic game I cover this year. I'm definitely opting to Origins Plus before it goes live in June, nor the last of this channel. See you all again soon. Take care.